What's up, guys? Hope you are doing well. It is June. We're in June, and it's extremely cold. Like, I'm hearing my heat kick on. This is crazy. But it is extremely cold today. But anyway, I'm sorry. I just wanted to just kind of vent a little bit. But let's get right into this. I heard recently someone use this portion of scripture in a sermon, and I think they used it in an okay fashion. I think what they were trying to associate it with in their sermon left me confused. I mean, I'm just speaking for myself. This is one of those scriptures that you really have to give context to. You just can't throw it out there because on the surface, it can lead to a major misunderstanding. So let's dig. Philippians 1:15 through 18. It is true that some preach Christ out of envy, rivalry, but others out of goodwill. The latter do so out of love, knowing that I am put here for the defense of the gospel. This is Paul speaking. The former preach Christ out of selfish ambition, not sincerely, supposing that they can stir up trouble for me while I'm in chains. Again, Paul speaking. But what does it matter? The important thing is that in every way, whether from false motives or true, Christ is preached. And because of this, I rejoice. Yes, I will continue to rejoice. So, this scripture can seem like, wow, it doesn't matter how I'm living, but as long as I preach the gospel, it's okay. A pastor can sleep around, but as long as he gets up on a Sunday morning and preaches the gospel, it's cool. A person can live like the devil during the week, but as long as he or she preaches the gospel, it doesn't matter. You can get drunk, you can use drugs, do whatever. Live how you want to live. But as long as the gospel is being preached. So pretty much, as long as the gospel is being preached, anything goes. Well, this is not what this sermon is talking about. Scripture is talking about. First of all, this is Paul's personal account. Paul is in prison. He's locked down. So because of this, there are those who rose up to preach the gospel with a boldness and are doing it with the right heart. While others use this opportunity of Paul's imprisonment to somehow use it to hurt Paul, to make him maybe feel jealous. While he's in jail, we're free. Some were stirring up trouble and others were looking out for their own selfish ambitions. Paul is saying it doesn't matter, meaning you can try to use it to hurt me and puff yourself up, or you can be doing it because you want to share the good news with motives. As long as Christ is being promoted, that's all that matters to me. This is Paul speaking again. So here's some key points. Number one, as long as the gospel is being preached. In Galatians, we see Paul call down a curse on bad preaching. Galatians 1:8. So this is not giving an excuse for bad doctrine. So the good news being put out, despite their attitudes, those who are preaching it. I don't care about their motives about me. I don't care what they say or think about me. I just want the word, the truth to get out. Well, why was this important to Paul that he would dismiss their intentions? Well, here's why. Remember, Philippi was a Roman colony, and Paul was bringing the gospel to them. So Paul just had a desire for the good news to be spread throughout Philippi. Let the word go forth. God will deal with their motives. So to kind of summarize this up, here's the summary. This is a specific account in the Bible, Paul's account. So for today's application, well, us wanting the true gospel to go forth today is true. The motives of people are not something we know all the time. We let God judge the heart. That's true. However, This scripture is not an anything goes as long as the gospel is being preached. No. This is Paul talking about a specific region he was trying to reach. Because if anything goes, this whatever, shrug your shoulders, who cares, as long as the word gets out, be who you want to be, as long as the gospel is preached, then this would contradict scriptures like 1 Peter 1:16, 1 Timothy 4:12, 1 Corinthians 13:5, and many more. And so, again, guys, this was a specific account. Paul speaking here why he was locked up. He just wanted the gospel to go forward. He didn't care about their motives as long as they were preaching the true gospel. And so we just have to make sure we give context to scripture when we throw scripture out there, because if we don't, we can really mislead people, misguide people, and they get a bad interpretation of what this scripture really means. Okay, guys, so I hope this helps you out. Leave some comments, man. I'd love to hear from you. Give a thumbs up. Please like, please share, subscribe. Be bold, be blessed, but most importantly, be biblically constructed.